whenever life starts to feel hard and difficult, here's something you can use and remember. Realize that it is actually you starting to feel sorry for yourself. That you're starting to conflate what's currently going on with actually being difficult. And I have a prescription to solve this. And to be honest, it's the one I keep recommending. It's the one I keep coming back to. When you feel like life is too hard, when life is too difficult, and woe is me, what you need is to get some perspective and go out and choose something deeply uncomfortable, deeply actionably difficult, and start doing that. Challenge yourself and realize that the hard in your life, A, wasn't that hard, and B, was most likely put there to make you grow, to push you, and to see who you would become under that stress. The best way to elevate that and push that even further is to choose an uncomfortable stress of your own. So go out and pick something that is deeply uncomfortable for you. I have a recommendation for you. It'll shock you. It'll blow your mind. It's the thing I keep talking about. It'd be the weighted walks. You know, if you feel like your life is hard, join my 30-day challenge with the weighted walks. Message me if you want details. And within that, across those 30 days, that first week is going to suck. And I've never been someone to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to be someone who's going to, tell you lies about how hard that is. That first week, you put weight on your shoulders and you go as far as you can in 45 minutes. That first week's going to be rough. You're going to feel sore in places you didn't even know. And you're going to be checking that timer the whole time through it. And after that first week, it'll get a little bit easier. And you won't be checking as much. And after that, the third week, it'll get easier again. But you will have learnt so much about yourself by the time you reach the end of the fourth week, by the time you reach day 30. The difference on a mental level, on a physical level, on an emotional level, on a spiritual level will be astronomical. And I know, and I've had this conversation, people are like, it's just a weighted walk, mate. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? And it seems simple and it seems trivial. And that's part of where the power is. That a lot of people are like, that's nothing to it. Not much to do. It's a lot about nothing. It's not. It will transform your life. If you are someone who hasn't done any form of exercise recently or does barely any, the physical changes you will experience alone will be worth everything you put in. Every hour, every minute, every effort, every dollar, everything you put in, if you haven't been doing anything, in that one aspect alone will be life-changing. Because it is conditioning, it is aerobic capacity, it is strength training. You will get stronger, fitter, healthier, all in one go. Talk about bang for your buck. And even if you are someone who does train regularly, it'll make a hell of a difference. But also, you'll learn about yourself on a mental level. You will learn because there will be moments where you are in that hurt locker and you will learn about who you truly are when shit hits the fan. When you're suffering, you're in that hurt locker and your body wants to quit. Your body's screaming at you, stop. And you have to tell it no. You'd have to tell it to just keep going because that story is bullshit. And I can guarantee you it is bullshit. It's just not accustomed to what you are putting it through right now. And that's the difference. And so, you'll learn a really, really valuable lesson about who you are when the chips are down. When it's all on the line, you'll discover a lot about yourself. And then it's about being present and being quiet. So many of us don't know ourselves these days. We don't know anything about ourselves. We don't know what our thoughts are. We don't know what thoughts are actually us versus is stuff that's just been put into our head from external sources. That voice in your head usually isn't actually truly you. It's just subconscious programming. And you'll discover that when you have to be alone with your thoughts. Because part of the weighted walks is no technology. You're out there and there's no headphones, there's no being on your phone, there's no talking to people, it's just you and you. And that's a really, really powerful thing. It can be equated to like a walking meditation. And it's a deeply, deeply powerful thing. And you stack that together for 30 days straight, now we're fucking talking. Now we are talking that things are shifting. You will come out realizing so much about yourself, learning about yourself. And it's one of these really, really powerful things that will then flow into all areas of your life. But also talk about discipline building. That's one that often is overlooked. The level of discipline that will be built from doing this. You know, the ability to go out, and it has to be outside, every single day, no matter the conditions, rain, hail, shine, or something in between, you're out there every single day doing the work. That teaches you discipline. And I have my doubts, but there are very few people I have found so far who have done something every single day for 30 days. Let alone 126, and we won't talk about 126 because you're not there yet. But the emphasis on yet. You will get there. We're just going to build you up to it. But most people have never done something with 0 days off for 30 days in a row. It changes something inside you. It teaches you a whole new level of fortitude and mental toughness and discipline, because there will be days where you absolutely do not feel like doing it. There will be days where you feel like you cannot get out that door, and you must force yourself. You must override that bitch voice, and you must instill that discipline within yourself that, no, this is getting done, because I said it was getting done. And you will learn a lot about what you are willing to do to achieve the things you said you would do. And then it builds confidence. When you keep your word on something that is really difficult, that pushes you outside of your comfort zone for 30 days in a row, you become a more confident man. You walk around differently. You carry yourself differently, because you've just shown yourself, potentially the world, how much commitment you can have, how much drive and how much effort you can put in, that you can do the work no matter what the conditions are. And that is a really powerful skill, and it raises you up, it raises your confidence, it pushes you towards being that man that you know you want to be. And that's not even mentioning the physical components. As I said at the start, like, you will transform your physical components. I've seen people lose 10 kilos. You fucking heard that, right? 10 kilos in 30 days from wearing a weight vest and going for a walk. Talk about minimum effort for maximum return. This is what all my programs are built around, is what is the minimum we can put in to get the maximum return. And this is the one that comes time and time and time again, that you will develop so much from doing this that it has to be a no-brainer. And as I've said many a times before, anyone can do anything for 30 days. That is not a long-term commitment. That is not a large ask. I'm asking you to devote and focus and invest 45 minutes a day for 30 days into becoming the best version of you. into transforming your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health to level up in all areas of your life. I don't think that's a big ask. That is a hell of a return. That is a hell of an ROI. You know, and you can start right now. You can start today. And if you want all the details, if you want all of the tools, if you want the true accountability, and let's be realistic here, that's the hardest part, is actually showing up and doing it. Simply message me and I'll throw you into the 30-day challenge. We'll get you set up and we'll hold you accountable. And in 30 days, we are going to deliver the most magnificent results that you are never going to look back. But, you know, if that wasn't enough, if that didn't tick enough boxes, you know, confidence, mental discipline, fortitude, weight loss, physical transformation, health, strength, what else? The list goes on. It'll also filter into all areas of your lives. You will start making better decisions in the other areas. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Exercise is truly the halo habit. It filters into everything else you do. It flows and spreads out. It just spider webs from that one action that if you can consistently, and you'll start seeing it from week 1, will affect the other areas. You'll start making better nutrition choices. You'll start making better habitual choices. If you're chasing dopamine, you're more likely to say no because you realize the flow-on effect from those things. You don't want to fuck up the area that you're working on because, well, you're putting a shit ton of effort into it. So why would you go fuck it up by doing something else? Why would you fuck it up by pursuing other areas that don't serve you? But as you gain confidence and fortitude and discipline and focus and realizing that you can keep your word, that you are a man of your word, your relationships get better, your work gets better, you're able to follow through on more areas, you show up better in all those areas of your life. It really is that ultimate cheat code. That's how important exercise is. That's how much of a difference it does make, because it is that cheat code to everything, that life hack. And once you commit to this, you'll realize that maybe that how hard life was thing, that story, that narrative that you had going on, maybe life wasn't actually that hard. Maybe I was just sad and lying to myself and kidding myself on how hard life actually was. It wasn't until you got stuck in and did something that was actually difficult that it highlighted that your life is pretty fucking amazing. And on top of that, as we discussed before, you choose your life. You get to dictate what goes on in your life. Your reality is a direct reflection of your thoughts, your habits, and your actions. So this is a massive one that will have huge rippling spiderweb effects into all areas of your life. And for 45 minutes a day. That's not a big ask, guys. That is nothing special. And that is why we need to do this. That is why we need to commit to something. So if your life isn't going the way you want it to go, if your life isn't panning out how you thought it should, this is your moment to do something about it. This is your moment to step up and say, I am ready to make a change. I am ready to commit and do what needs to be done. As I said, 45 minutes a day for 30 days. It's not like I'm asking you to climb Everest. It's not like I'm asking you to commit to 126. I'm asking you to just show a little bit of courage, a little bit of action, a little bit of, I can actually do this for 30 days. And it'll be the greatest thing that you have ever done in your entire life. So if you're ready for that, message me. Shoot me a message. We'll talk it through. We'll talk about execution. We'll talk about all the ways we're going to get it done. But just know that at a bare minimum, you could come out a fitter, healthier, and happier version, not to mention all the other things that are going to come with it. But that's up to you. So when you're ready, I'll be here, waiting. On other notes, if you found value in this, if you thought it was beneficial, if you took something from it, or you know someone who could benefit from it, please like, comment, subscribe, and share it. Help me spread the word. Help me get this movement out here. I want to change more lives. I want to impact more people, and I need your help to do that. Next, if you want to take that dip your toe in the water approach, please click the link in my bio. Join the Daily Greatness Mail and grab your copy of 10 Tools to Transform Your Mental Toughness. It'll really make a difference. It'll highlight the areas and the things that you can enact on today to start seeing changes. And lastly, as I've been talking about this whole time, if you're ready to throw in for the 30-day challenge, to just commit and improve your confidence, your discipline, your willpower, your mental fortitude, your happiness, your physical health, your aerobic health, your general conditioning, drop some body fat, all of the things that sound fucking awesome, and step into the man that you know you should be, then shoot me a message. Let's have a chat and let's see how we can help you. Until then.